Gentry is hanging out with Stella, talking about her plans to move back to Korea now that her mom has returned. Michael overhears the conversation and is clearly surprised. Meanwhile, chaos brews as the Mogwai, with help from four entities from DU, seals off the school in a supernatural barrier. Later, Michael joins Gentry and they have an emotional conversation. Gentry admits she misses Saul but feels conflicted about leaving everything behind, including him. Michael, however, is frustrated, pointing out that Gentry broke up with him and now seems to want him back only after he's moved on. He tells her he doesn't need her protection anymore, but Gentry insists she cares deeply and is trying to keep him safe. Their argument escalates, with Gentry bringing up Kit's death and Michael expressing his frustration about feeling like he can't live up to her past or be a real part of her life. The tension boils over when Michael says she should go to Seoul and starts to walk away, but not before Gentry grabs him and kisses him passionately. Just then, Gentry's mom, Mooney, shows up and asks to talk to her privately. Mooney tells Gentry she got permission from the school to discuss something sensitive. She admits she is struggling with Gentry's powers and suggests they leave them behind for a fresh start. Gentry is shocked when Mooney reveals she wants her to give up the powers entirely, calling them a curse Google placed on their family. Gentry refuses, explaining that the powers are part of who she is and essential for their safety. The conversation turns tense when Mooney insists Gentry is just living out what Google wanted for her. Gentry pushes back, defending Gugu's role in her life and making it clear she won't give up her powers. She decides to return to the lock-in, but it's then revealed that Mooney isn't really her mom. The Mogwai has possessed her. The Mogwai demands Gentry hand over her powers in exchange for her mother's freedom. Michael rushes in, warning Gentry that the figure before her isn't truly Mooney. As the Mogwai summons monsters from DU, chaos erupts. The school becomes a battleground, with Gentry's friends fighting off the creatures. Gentry tries to appeal to her mom, urging her to fight back, but the Mogwai dismisses her, claiming Mooney can't overpower her control. Gentry makes a bold move and destroys two enchanted cups tied to the Mogwai's plan. Enraged, the Mogwai threatens to rip the power straight from Gentry's soul. Meanwhile, Ed and Stella fight valiantly, though Stella's talisman backfires, causing one of the enemies to explode. Michael steps in to protect Gentry, drawing the Mogwai's attention and nearly meeting the same fate as Kit. Despite the danger, he manages to help Gentry resist the Mogwai. The battle grows fiercer as Gentry faces off with the Mogwai. With Michael's help, they hold their ground, while Scylla and Ed take down three of the Mogwai's minions. Just as the tide turns, Gugu arrives and eliminates the last entity. Together, the group pushes the demons back through the portals, finally ending the chaos for now. The Mogwai wounds Gentry and is just about to steal her powers when Gugu steps in and takes control of the situation, managing to subdue the demon. Gugu is ready to finish the Mogwai off, but Gentry begs her to stop. Mooney is still trapped inside. The Mogwai taunts Gugu, claiming she can't save Gentry without killing Mooney and accusing her of wanting Gentry all to herself. Gugu shuts the demon down, saying she is there to give Gentry the life she chose. She presses forward, fighting to free Mooney, and finally succeeds in pulling her out. Mooney embraces Gentry, but before they can fully process what's happened, the Mogwai tries to escape. Gentry doesn't let it get far and burns it into oblivion. As the dust settles, they realize Gugu is dying, her ghostly form fading. Gentry breaks down, saying she doesn't want to lose her. Gugu, calm as ever, explains that she's already been dead, staying behind only to protect Gentry. Now her job is done, and she couldn't be prouder. She talks about how ghosts are just memories of people who couldn't let go, and how lucky she was to even be seen. Desperate, Gentry tells her mom to give her the necklace with the pearls. If she can't save Gugu, she at least wants to hold on to her memories. She uses the pearls to preserve Gugu's memories, tearfully telling her she loves her, as Gugu finally fades away. 3 weeks later, Gentry is settling into a new house in Seoul with her mom and Ed. Her friends, including Michael, come by to help her adjust. Despite the fresh start, Gentry still feels the weight of Gugu's absence. She uses the pearl to look into Gugu's memories, seeing herself as a little kid with her. Overcome with emotion, she cries, but Michael is there to comfort her. The season closes with Gentry, Michael, and Ed sitting down together for a quiet meal, finding moments of peace amidst everything they've been through.